So it's a 3-lander, but it's kind of a weird 3-lander. His hand's a keep. I think I'm leading with Rebirth. Because if I lead on Cycle Troll, I'm definitely keeping. I guess I should lead on Cycle Troll, because there's a world where I might just want to reanimate the Troll onto, depending on what they're playing. So I'll just go Swamp Pass. 1G enchantment that where you discard a creature to tutor a creature. 1G enchantment, discard a creature to tutor for a creature? Survival of the Fittest? That card's not legal. No shot that's legal. Can you imagine if Survival was legal? People would just be doing Vengevine shit. Hey, somebody is playing Grief in blue-black? It's almost like somebody extremely smart told you all to do that. Who could have possibly told you that, chat? Any ideas? Almost like somebody really smart said that blue-black should play Grief. It's been deceive. Couldn't have been me. Not possible. Couldn't have been me. Well, I guess we suspend Tutor. They pitch Bowmaster. Yeah, I think we're not winning this game. Definitely not winning this game now. Vinny, thank you for the 22 months. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Appreciate the support. I have 2 cards left. I have no idea what I'm getting. Probably Persist. I mean, if they have nothing, I'm more likely to win if I get this. Right? I probably just have to hope they have nothing. Because I'm not even convinced that Persist on Troll beats what they have. Oh, wait, Ring's bad because they have this, right? Is Sheoldred better if they have nothing? Yeah, probably. It'll simply have nothing. Wow, they have a counterspell. No way! No way they have a counterspell. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Did not see that one coming. Shocker. Well, that was not close to being close. Not sure the Graveyard Hate is that good. Maybe one of these is good. Just to, like, try to keep them off an early Murktide. Shadowspear I don't like. Needle I don't love because we both have Ring. Push is, like, kind of okay at killing Bowmaster and Grief. I kind of want to get these Thoughtseizes out of here. I did this. Maybe I do this? Keep in 2 Thoughtseize, because, like, having a Thoughtseize to be able to take a counterspell is not too bad. I guess we could shave Archon instead of Tutor. Yeah, I like this. This looks good. I mean, I think the blue-black control deck has the potential to be really good, but people are just building it horribly. Like, my opponent's build is great. You should play Grief and Scam cards in blue-black, I think. Seems fine. Yeah, this is the Ring deck, but, like, with good cards. It's, like, essentially blue-black Scam. My opponent has chosen to mulligan to 4. That's a bold strategy. That is a bold strategy. What you got? Show me your 4 cards. Counterspell, Forest Lorien. Yeah. Go. Just debating if I want to fetch here. I'll save the fetch in case I find Fatal Push. Okay, I was gonna up. Yeah, I'm gonna do it now. I don't want them to counterspell the Bowmaster. It's like kind of a disaster if they drew exactly Bowmaster, but I think it's better against their counterspell that we know about. Would have had to draw on land and Bowmaster. Okay. Not the worst, but not the best. Just go Cookbook pass. They force counterspell. Are they thinking about forcing this? I was gonna say. There's no way. Let's go to combat first. Likely just gonna counter my Grief, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. You know, they have Force. Force and a bunch of unknowns. Still not discarding yet. It's not awful. 12. There you go. If your deck can't beat White Black and Mire, then it's misbuilt. True. What if I told you, Pleat Chow, that nothing in the format could beat White Black and Mire? I mean, you already know this. We know they have Force. Probably gonna hold that. So we draw a Griefer or Thoughtseize. There's just no reason to play it into the Force. I don't think Lantern could beat that. No, nothing can. Alright. It's pretty good. Go to 7. I'll cast Thoughtseize. Show me your hand. I mean, maybe they just have 2 counter spells. Or maybe they're dead. They appear to be dead. Go. Good luck. Good game. Good game. Game 3. I mean, Bowmaster can trade for Thraben Inspector. About as good as you're gonna hope. As good as you're gonna get. Thank God that it can. Imagine if it couldn't. Yeah, it punishes the glue token. The drum in this hand looks so weird. Accidentally drew a card off glue. Oh no, Pleat Chow. Imagine killing the Inspector. Not like this. Yeah, it's possible you're supposed to cut the Daredevil. I mean, there are some situations where you just want to make an abundance, like having the Daredevil to be able to continue the food chain when you're going off with Sagas is kind of nice. It's not as necessary when you're not playing the Asmo, but there are maybe some spots you would still want it if you have like both cookbooks. I don't know. I guess you only have 2 cookbooks too, so it's like, I don't know. It might not come up as much. You're not the only one, Timmy. You are not the only one. It's my favorite modern deck. You know what? I really like the Lonus deck that we played yesterday. Does Troll win this race? Just barely, right? Just barely wins this race. I'm gonna play the Zoo deck. If you look at the Twitter, I posted the Zoo deck that we're playing after this. It's Zoo at the ring. You get top 32 one of the challenges. But I was like, yesterday, the Lonus deck specifically, I was a big fan of. I like that deck a lot. Actually, that helps us win the race quite a bit. Oh, Serving Serenity. What do you think about Cabal Coffer's Urborg in the shell? Cabal Coffer's Urborg. Nah. I mean, it's like a cool plan B to be able to cast Archon. Like, the thing is, you need to use all of your mana early on, and it's really hard. Like, if you ever have Coffers as one of your first 3 lands, like, you really want to play it on turn 4 with... I guess if you have Urborg, then it's okay on turn 3, but... Like, if it's ever one of your first 2 lands, it's really hard for you to cast, a number of your spells, and a lot of times you just can't afford to do that, because you are trying to curve out with, like, turn 1 Cookbook, turn 2 Persist, and... I just think ultimately it's just not worth it. Yeah. Yeah, it's also, like, super awkward with Saga. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's assume they have nothing. Let's assume they have nothing. Alright, Matu. So, discard token. I can't attack with Troll, right? I have to hold back the Troll. Discard, make a token. Block army, block Bowmaster, gain 3, go to 5, take 4, go to 1. Yeah, I have to hold back. Yeah, we can survive on board. Unless they have Fatal Push. Bring back Masters. That line loses to a counterspell, though. The thing that I like about this line is it beats a counterspell, and they're rarely gonna have counterspell, right? I mean, we're dead to Fatal Push, but I do really like that this line beats Counterspell. Well, it was lethal. I have 6 mana, right? It was Exactsies, because I go, if they don't have Counterspell, I go attack for 5, put them to 1, play land 6, 4, get back Bowmaster, cast Bowmaster. It was lethal, but that line loses to a Counterspell. And this line beats a Counterspell, which I like. Because I think they're more likely to have a bunch of Counterspells in hand than removal, if that makes sense. Now I think we just win. Maybe they have Dress Down. Are either of these relevant? I guess Spellbomb could find something. Can I beat Dress Down? I guess I can Spellbomb first? Oh, right, they have the Bowmaster. Yeah, I can't Spellbomb. Never mind. Well, I'm dead no matter what, right? If they have Dress Down. I wonder well, okay. This might be a little too 5-head. I can attack with just Construct and discard Rebirth, because the Construct is lethal, and then if they have Dress Down, I can go block Bowmaster, discard, go to 4, take 3, go to 1. Now that line, if they have... No, they don't have Fatal Push, because they would have killed me if they had Fatal Push. We would have lost the Fatal Push last turn, though. We know for a fact they don't have Fatal Push. It doesn't lose to Subtlety, right? Because they have to chump block the Construct. We don't die to Subtlety. It's the same thing, right? They go, play Subtlety, block Construct token. I pass. They go, attack with both, block Bowmaster, discard, go to 4, take 3, go to 1. So, like, if their card is Subtlety no matter what, we don't die. It's a good point. If they had Dress Down, they would have Dress Down already. Yeah, because Dress Down was also lethal last turn, right? Yeah, Dress Down and Fatal Push were both lethal last turn. So they don't have either of those cards. It has to be Subtlety, right? Yeah, it has to be Subtlety. And I guess if it's Subtlety, that attacking with both makes sense. They get a 1. We still die to a top deck removal spell, but I don't think there's any way for me to prevent that, right? Well, the way for me to prevent that is not attacking with this, right? Like, I go, attack here, they Subtlety block, I pass, they draw a removal spell, kill this, block here, discard, go to 5, or go to 4, take 3, go to 1. But the problem is they're at 6, and I still don't have lethal next turn, right? How does this die to Subtlety? Attacking with both dies. No, it's the same thing. I have a blocker. The same exact thing. They go Subtlety, block Construct, go to 1. I go block Bowmaster, go to 4, take 3, go to 1. It's the same thing, right? Like, if they have Subtlety, it doesn't matter whether I attack with both or not. It's just like, do I want to play around them top decking Dress Down or Fatal Push? Oh my god, this game is so hard. I think I'm not going to play around them top decking a removal spell. I need to make sure they die next turn if they draw, like, another chump blocker. Yeah, that's, like, kind of the same thing as Subtlety, right? It's, like, effectively the same thing. We died a Bowmaster too, but no way for me to prevent that. Ooh. I guess we still died a Bowmaster. Even know them cry. Dude, what a sick game. This game has been so crazy. What a wild game. I cannot believe I'm still in this game. 3 mana, 4 mana, what's this? Okay, chump blocker. So we still don't die. That's a brick, so double chump block. I guess we can post-combat crack the cookbook. We win because of Troll. Oh yeah, Troll just can't be blocked, right. Right. I forget that they can't block this. Wow, what a sick game. What a sick game, dude. Holy crap. Oh boy. That was a really good match. Really good match. Oh, they told me in chat they had the Otawara the turn that I made the first construct. They just missed it. Sag. Either way, that was a really good match. Good hand. Actually,
Grace Ephemerate is better.
Oh no, the lighting's bad again. Wonder where you've been. Ephemerate doesn't add a counter. Well, neither does Malakir Rebirth. For Asmo. Yeah, I don't know that cutting Asmo is right. I just wanted to try it without it. Because this is the second league we played. The first league we played, Asmo was fine, but it just didn't come up at a lot of spots. So I wanted to try it without it. GG's Cats. That was a sick game. Yeah, I didn't realize that you had the Otawara that turn, but that was a crazy game. What do we take here? Like, is the problem with Thoughtseize against Living End is their hand is just all the same cards. Like, their hand is Force of Negation and 5 cards that do the exact same thing, so I guess I'll just take Force. I don't know. Like, there's just no card I can take that breaks up their hand, you know? With the exception of maybe the Force. What's up, Kansaki? So the one thing that Asmo does nicely. Girl on my lap in a Jaeger bomb, coming in out, you heard me. Swish Gaming, thank you for the raid, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. The one thing that Asmo does nicely is against the scam matchup, if they scam you on one, Asmo kills their thing. So it's like they have to take the Asmo in most circumstances. So that's the one nice thing about Asmo. It basically forces them to take it, or if you draw it off of the top after getting scammed, then it could be pretty good. I agree. It's like there are very few spots where it's actually that good. I do agree with that statement. Swish Gaming, thank you very, very much for the raid. Hope you had a wonderful stream. If you're new here, be sure to hit that follow button. If you get a Twitch Prime and you want to throw it my way, we are approaching our sub-goal of playing some pure Modern. Would greatly appreciate the support, and thank you for being here. Okay, we pass. They pitch Street Wraith, so we know their hand. I'm going to respond to their fetch and just cast the Bowmaster. I know they're going to get a Land Cycler here, but I want to make sure I have the Bowmaster in play so they can't, like, if they go untap, play second land, pass, and I cast Bowmaster, they can cycle this in response. So I want to do this now. What happened to the music banner? Yeah, I removed it because I wanted to put the sponsor banners instead of having the rotating sponsor banner. I wanted to just put all three here so people, like, you know, with my sponsor agreements that's what they wanted. So I'll do that. But yeah, there's no room for the music thing. I guess I could put the music like right here, maybe. That might work, right? I just put it like right here. Get small. How's that look? Is that good? It's not too bad. Next to the game number. Well, I could just make this one smaller too, right? Just do this. This over here. Like that. Good. We'll mess around with it. Dastin Devati, thank you very much for the 9 months. Appreciate that. You think it's too small? Yeah, we'll mess around with it a little bit. I'll do some working off stream with it. I'll put it back up. I'll make it look better. Discard Sheoldred, kill Bowmaster. Cycled Oliphant, played Steam Vents. We know they have Oliphant Ent. Next to the sub-goal is optimal. Oh, sure. Yeah. Is that a good line? Discard Sheoldred, kill Bowmaster. I guess I could have just played a second Bowmaster and hoped they didn't have a Cascade spell. I think that line's bad. Because I'm not even convinced Sheoldred Bowmaster beats, like, their 5 creatures, right? I think I'm just going to pass. Right, exactly, yeah. It's like, does Sheoldred Bowmaster beat their 5 creatures? No, I don't think so. Max Reed, thank you for the 6. It does if we survive to ring mana. Well, we missed a land drop that turn, right? So it's like... Alright, thankfully they don't have Outburst here. Apparently I should have main phased the Bowmaster. It would have been a lot better. Now it might. Especially if I didn't miss that 1 damage. 6, they go to 4? Canister. I think we just go Tutor. So the weird part is, if I go... If I go Bone Shards, discard Sheoldred, kill Bowmaster, they Living End, this comes back, they go to 3, then I pass, they go to 1, and then they can kill me. Yeah, I still don't even think the Bone Shards wins, right? Because they just kill me before the Sheoldred kills them. They end up going to 1 and then kill me. So I think I'm still just a little bit short. Okay. Oh, I counted the ping. Puts them to 3, this puts them to 1. I'm still 1 short. I counted the ping. Yeah, they can also eat the food, too. Bounce the army token. Okay, well, now it wins, right? Now it definitely wins. I just discard Archon, right? Yeah. Yep. Alright, we're good now. So now I think even if they eat the food, it's not enough. That's also the benefit of waiting on the Bone Shards, is I can wait to draw Archon. Oh, we're even forcing lethal this turn, because we're just going to get a Bowmaster, right? Yeah, so we just forced them to interact here. Like, they just don't have a way out, right? I guess if they, like, Subtlety the Bowmaster, maybe? I mean, there's no reason to cast this now. Persist Archon was way cooler. Yeah, but that just loses to Force, right? 2 cards in hand. I don't really know what they could have. I'm just gonna cast this. I don't know what they could have. I guess Subtlety. Okay, cool. Yeah, Persist opens us up to Force, which is not good. And I don't have the Dothy Voidwalkers in the sideboard, which normally make this matchup a lot easier. I do have a Lantern and a Spellbomb, though, which is nice. Thoughts on bringing in Tourach as just a card to cast for 2 mana. Like, it's basically a Tarmogoyf in this matchup. I don't know what I'm cutting, though. All my cards are relatively good. Honestly, this is going to sound crazy. I think Thoughtseize is our worst card. What does the Troll do in here? Troll is just a nice thing to persist, and also gives you more black cards for grief. What do you want mites for? Oh, the white ley line? If I remember, if I remember. Yeah, that's a good point, too. It's like, if I cycle 2 trolls, they can't... It's really hard for them to block multiple trolls. I feel like Sheoldred might be a little bit too slow. Bring in a mite. Let's do that. Like, having 1 mite to search for to kill Leyline of Sanctity is nice. Cut all the persist? Really? I don't know if I like that. Well, this hand has a problem in the fact that it loses to a grief or a force negation. Or a foundation breaker. Or half of their deck. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. It loses to half of their deck. Okay, this is better. I can put back a land. This hand's actually kind of goated, because I can go cycle on 1. Honestly, I might just cycle on 2. I think 2 trolls is so good against them. Oh yeah, I lost this match, by the way. And for those of you who didn't see it, I'll show you a little bit more. I Bowmastered a Tarmogoyf, game 1. I won this game, but I did lose the match. I did finally get to kill a Tarmogoyf with Bowmaster. It feels as good as you can possibly imagine. Yeah, Troll's a sick card. I'm just gonna chill. I'll grief next turn. Also, holding means I could draw Malakir Rebirth. Cookbook, I like that. Playing without them, maybe not. We still have 2 books. Playing with book is only make them going for a living and as awkward as possible, and close a game a single threat. Yeah, that's fair. Asmo is a lot better in this matchup. So, like, it's possible you're giving up too many percentage points in this matchup specifically by cutting Asmo. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I kind of want to go Grief, Pitch, Tutor, Pass, land go, obviously. Because I don't want to... There's maybe a world where I might even double Grief them here. I'm gonna start here and see what they do. And I can decide whether I want to go second Grief or Cycle Troll. Okay. Am I getting a tad bit tired of Rings and Bowmasters yet? No. I'm not, personally. Force, Agent, Riverwinder, Outburst. And they have Oliphant, Generosent. Well, do I think that 2 trolls beats their graveyard? Because I could just take Riverwinder, cycle second troll, pass. I guess we would have 2 trolls and a grief versus Oliphant and Riverwinder. It's like kind of close, right? Why would we take Riverwinder? I mean, they're just going to cycle it anyways, right? So the thing about not taking Riverwinder is they could cycle end of turn and get them 1 look closer at Street Wraith, right? I think that's the thought process. So, like, if I take Outburst, they cycle Riverwinder, they find Wraith, they Wraith, and then maybe the Wraith changes the math. Yeah, I could just also take Outburst. Oh, because they don't know about the Troll? Okay, I'm with you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I pick up what you're putting down. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like, take Outburst, cycle if they respond. God damn it, they found the Wraith. I mean, it could have been the top card, and maybe they would have found it anyways, but... They're just gonna cast it, right? Alright, the game is about to get weird, chat. The game is about to get weird. The game is about to get weird. Alright, who's favored? I actually don't know who's favored. This is kind of close, right? They look kind of favored, I don't know. You by a long shot. I don't know if it's by a long shot. Do I have good attacks? Do they have good attacks? They have pretty good attacks. What happens if I send both? They have to block at least one of them. What's their best triple block? 3 big guys. And I get the trade Troll for Oliphant. Trade Troll for Oliphant, they go to 6. Yeah, that doesn't sound that bad. Then we take... Trade Troll for Oliphant, trade for Shardless, we take 13. We take 13, we go to 7. They crack food, go to 9, go to 3, we play Ring. Well, the Grief attack doesn't change anything, right? They just put the Ent and the Shardless on the Grief. Or they put Wraith and Shardless on Grief and the 3 big guys on a Troll, right? It's just the same thing as us blocking the Shardless, I think. Can they attack next turn? Yeah, because they have the food. So even if they go to 6 here, they can go back up to 9 and take 6 and go to 3. They can't attack. Oh, they don't have to block with the Oliphant, right? Because I can only kill one thing still. Okay, this attack might have been bad. I forgot they could put the Shardless there. Maybe I should have sent the Grief too, because if I send all 3, it kind of forces their hand where they have to go these 2 here. Well, no, because they just go Oliphant. They just put these 2 on the Grief, right? Yeah, they make the same block here and then put these 2 on the Grief, and then I kill nothing. So yeah, it's worse. Now I might just die, right? They're at 6. They go 6, 9, 14, 16. Trade here, go to 4. Crack fetch, go to 3. Slam ring. This is going to be close. This is going to be really close. Could have also just let Grief through. Well, then it makes it a lot better, right? Because if they let the Grief through, they go to 3. And if they let the Grief through and go to 3, they can't attack next turn, because the best they could do is go to 6 and then still die to the Troll. So they can't let the Grief through, because then they're just dead on the crackback. They need 3 things to block this. So there's no world where they let this through. They have to block it. I guess if they shove everything, do we just have lethal on the crackback? Because can we take it all? 3, 4, 5, 10, 16, 18. We could just go to 2, right? Yeah, they can't attack with everything. Because we just go to 2, and then we kill them. So yeah, they can't do that. Yeah. They can't attack. They can probably send, like, Oliphant Ent is probably a fine attack. Yeah, I guess we're dead to Outburst, but that's going to be true no matter what, right? I don't think we can do anything to beat Outburst. This is a weird game. This is a really weird game. Yeah, this attack makes sense to me. I'm just going to take it. Now they can double block the Grief. No, if they attack all, I just take it. They can't attack all. If they attack all, they're dead on the crackback. I guess I should cast this pre-combat to see if they drew a force. Not that I can beat a force anyways, but... might as well draw now. Yeah, they have Force of Vigor plus 1 unknown. Is there any reason to force the Grief on Shardless trade? No, because they're dead next turn, right? Yeah, they're dead next turn. Because they have to take this, they go to 3... And then if they don't play a creature, they can't block both. Yeah, okay. This Troll just putting in work, man. God damn, this Troll putting in work. They died if they hardcast Force. Oh, good point, because they can't crack the food if they hardcast Force. Right, yeah. They hardcast Force, they stay at 6, then they just die. So they can't even cast Force there. Even if they drew it, they couldn't cast it. Good point. But if they don't present a blocker, they are dead. Do you even need Archons? Probably not. Well, this game's probably not lasting another turn anyway, so I might as well draw first. It doesn't really help me. I guess I will play a Grief. Not that it matters. Oh, fuck, I should have played Cookbook first. Because if they drew exactly Outburst, and if I Cookbook first and they let it resolve, then I Grief, they Outburst in response, I discard Archon. I should have played Cookbook first. Alright, they scooped anyways. That was a wild game. What a sick game. Busted. I'm gonna tell my kids this will Splinter Twin. Book first, they Outburst in response. Yeah, I guess that's true. All the cool kids are doing it these days. All the cool kids are doing it. I've played against a lot of Griefs today. Jesus Christ. I've played against a lot of Griefs today. I mean, I'm playing my own Griefs, so I guess I'm, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but Why do you win now against Living End? I don't know if I understand the question. Yeah, Doom, part of the problem, Wake. You grief me, I grief you, it's fine. We grief each other. I mean, I still play a little bit of Pioneer from here and, hear it again, Twitch chat. Or, Twitch chat. I still play a little bit, just not nearly as much as I used to. Like, I'm trying to balance it a little bit more. I mean, I might as well grief them, right? I'm gonna lose my last card anyways. I'm just gonna lose my last card regardless. Fuck it, I guess. Oh, no. I guess I should take their Ephemerate. So they have no lands, I have all lands. Who's favored? They probably shouldn't even cast this, I think. Alright, well. +3 at life, I guess. Like, they knew I was going to cycle it there, right? I'm not even sure it's correct to cast that. Oh, they didn't know what I drew, though. Yeah, they didn't know what I drew. Not the 3-bit Inspector. That's a really good draw step. That is one of the cards of all time. And they can't even, like, top deck another Ephemerate, because it's... Well, they can do it draw step, I guess. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more cool stuff going on in Modern. The PT is coming up, so I want to focus a little bit more on Modern, and, given that's the format that all the eyes are going to be on this weekend. And we're going to do a watch party for the PT. Just be better. I don't know what to tell you. Just get good. We know they have a Sam and 2 unknowns. Should I save this? All 3 days. We're going to do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, beginning at 9... I'm going to say 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I'll tweet about it, like, tomorrow or Thursday. Well, what am I going to persist, or what am I going to tutor for next turn? I'll be Ring or Shelly. Yeah, I'll just do it now. If I'm going to get Ring or Shelly, I might as well just persist now. Right. Yeah, probably just get Ring. Yeah, that's the tough part, is if they Solitude me, it's really bad. But even if they Solitude me, I take 4 and just slam Ring. It's not the end of the world. They pitch Sam, so they can't Sam back the Solitude. Maybe they have another Ephemerate. Honestly, if they have Ephemerate, they should save it until after I resolve the tutor, right? Well, I have a lot of stuff. And now they have the Ring, too. Okay. We have 2 cards in hand. I think we need to acquire some more cards. I am at 17. It's a lot of life. Yeah, the Saga's nice. Maybe they have Bowmaster. We're gonna find out. No Bowmaster would be nice. Oh my god. Speaking of Bowmaster... Sheesh. I mean, there's no reason to do anything now, right? I kind of just chill. Alright, your turn. You may proceed. What I'm probably going to do is go Bowmaster, target Grief, Bowmaster, target Grief, block the 3-bit Inspector. Oh wait, what does the Ring Bearer say? Can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Okay. I kind of want to kill this Grief. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I got it. Yep, go 1 damage here. Block with the 1/1, then play the second Bowmaster. Touche. I'll let them have the Sam for now. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. I would have seen it eventually. I should probably cycle one of these, right? Well, I'll let that resolve. I guess I'm not going to cycle now, because I could just draw a land. Chapter Deuce. I would like to draw cards. Suspend Tutor, make a token. Maybe just grief their last card, because I have enough cards anyways. I don't think I need the grief on the battlefield. Yeah, see? Easy. Easy! Can get Cookbook to start gaining life so I don't die to the Ring. I like to tell myself that, Dave, you know? I like to tell myself that I would have seen it if I wasn't streaming. I can't make any promises, but... Are these attacks good? I think I'd probably have to trade off for a Bowmaster here, which is, I don't mind. Right, so we go double block Grief, 1/1 here. I just can't really take, I don't want to, take any unnecessary damage. Because I can't lose this game as long as I don't die to my own ring. It's the only thing that I'm possibly going to lose to. It's annoying. Oh, it puts it in hand. But it's legendary. Why are they doing this? I thought this put it into play. Oh, this card's a lot worse than I thought it was. I don't know why I thought it put it right into play. I guess, would it be too good if it put it into play? Probably. Another ring tempt. Yeah, it gives them another ring tempt, I guess. It doesn't do nothing. Go. I guess I'll draw. Yeah, I'll draw first. Drew the cookbook, which is nice. Alright, now I don't think we can lose. Might as well get another cookbook. Let's go. They have another Sam. Can just go Bowmaster your Sam, crack a food this turn. Pew pew your Sam. Oh, I guess this is dumb, because now they can just play the Sam and get the other Sam back. Whatever. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I don't think any of this matters. I could just click buttons. We are now in a button-clicking simulator. We have officially entered a button-clicking simulator. Push additional damage. Not if they just block. But, like, if they're blocking, I don't really know how they win, right? I mean, the answer is they don't. They can't win this game. Game was over, like, 3 turns ago. It's the one thing about the ring, it does create a lot of garbage time. Which is, like, to be fair, is maybe not the best for coverage purposes. Because there's going to be a lot of games on camera at the PT that are, like, we all know the game's over, but it's just, like, a formality, you know what I mean? Like, everybody watching it knows the game is over, but... I guess we can get Persist. Sure, why not? I guess I should have just tutored for that one, but... What are we doing? We're playing some Garbage Time. Big fan of Garbage Time. It's annoying. That is annoying. We know their other card's Sam. Okay. Kill my Bowmaster. I think that's too concerning. And again, we know they have Sam left over. Discard Archon, Persist Archon. Go Persist here. They get one more Bowmaster trigger, but I don't think that matters that much. Book my flight to Detroit. I got a good deal on a room. Yeah, but that's the issue. You can't get me a good deal on a flight, regardless of how good your room deal is. I mean, I haven't looked at flights, but I guess I'll check it out. Yeah, Pro Tour is this weekend. How does being a ring bearer affect creature lands? I actually don't know. Detroit is the next NRG. I could do, well, I mean, honestly, if I go to Detroit, I would just be doing live commentary. I wouldn't play. I actually don't know. I mean, they probably have the setup to do live commentary. All right, what are we playing against? Black-White. I guess we can call it Black-White Scam. Let's go against Black-White Scam. Probably Tourach. What else is good? Needles seems kind of mid. Could, like, Fatal push for Grief, maybe? Haywire Mite's kind of mid. I don't think I want the Graveyard Hate stuff. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'm not going to ask them now, but I'll let you know. Probably want Shadowspear, too. I think I don't want the Thoughtseizes. Shave, like, one Archon, bring in the pushes. Let's try that. Get back to work, Mike. Get back to work. I mean... This is kind of like a 2-lander, right? Surely they won't grief my Malakir Rebirth. Okay, this hand's way better. God, what do I put back with this hand? I don't want to put back Cookbook. And then I can go Grief, Pitch, Troll, Rebirth, turn 2, Saga, Bowmaster. I think I like that. No! Well, fuck me, I guess. Always forget about this card. Alright, I guess this is a Haywire Mite Game 3 type of angle. I just forget that this is a magic card sometimes. Oh, okay, they don't have Leyline and Scam. Alright, new plan. New plan! New plan, new plan. Saga is really good against these Scam decks. Thought of a situation where you Regabin and return 1 Grief. Oh, yeah, that's true, if they Leyline you. That's a good point. I mean, if they have Leyline in their deck game 1, then 07s, I guess. Props to them. Probably gonna trade token for Raven Inspector here. Seems fine. We put the Land Cyclers in Persist and Scam. I mean, persisting in Oliphant doesn't sound that bad, right? Like, turn 1 cycle Oliphant, turn 2 Persist. That's pretty good. It's not that bad. I could see it. I could definitely see it. Smart. They're not going to give me my token. 5-head. Well, now if they cycle token, then I get to kill their... Well, I get a token anyways, but... Unless they're going to boat me. Yeah. I just realized they played a Mishra's Factory. Based alert. Based alert. Wow. This is so much value. See, Pleachow... I know why Pleachow plays the Raven Inspector now. It's just too much value. You just can't pass this up. It's so good. Yeah, so much value. Real John gets it too, you know? Okay, so if I just kill all their creatures, then they never get cards off that. Sure. It's going to be a little more difficult to kill all their creatures now. I have to make a second token here. Honestly, what if I just go second token, play another Saga? Let's do it. I could even get Drum so I can Fatal Push. Might just be better to get Shadowspear. Let's get Shadowspear. Then we go attack first. Because I don't want to tell them I have a second Saga yet. And then maybe cycle Troll this turn. I don't know why, but I kind of want to Grief them. Like, I'm not going to hardcast Grief next turn. I'm just going to keep making Saga tokens. And then I can go Grief, pitch, Troll, next turn push, and Saga token. I like that. I like it less now, I guess. Test. There we go. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with my microphone, but I think it's just the cable. I barely touched the cable and it just stopped working. What's this deck? I guess we can call it Mono Black Reanimator? It's not really an Asmo deck anymore. It's really just Mono Black Reanimator. So no equip this turn. We can equip next turn, though. Yeah, Mono Black Scam. Mono Black Scam that has good mana and can play Saga. Rude. You could not do that. Just not do that. So they go to 8. They are extremely far behind. I don't know if they have a sideboard card that kills multiple Saga tokens, but they're going to need something like that. Because otherwise they are not getting out of this. They're not going to be able to 1-for-1 this, because they have to pay 2 life every turn if they want to get more cards. I guess Solitude might help. Solitude could do some work. But our tokens will be big enough next turn so that they can't go Solitude and have, like, great blocks. I mean, that's the thing, right? If everybody's going to be briefing each other, this is a really good place to be. Just having a decent, like, a deck that has the capability of playing a good mid-range game in the form of, like, Ring and Sheoldred and Fatal Push and all this stuff. So you have that aspect, but you also have... Yeah, that's fine. You also have the ability to, like, not... This card really does not care if they... Like, if you Grief Scam somebody and they have a Saga in their hand, this is your way to get out of Grief Scam. Like, I have played so many games against Scam where they go, like, turn 1 Grief, Ephemerator, turn 1 Grief, you know, Feign Death, and this card just solos them because they have no cards in their hand on turn 2, and it's nearly impossible for them to beat 2 4/4s, right? I mean, I was thinking I wanted to push an untapped Inspector so they have less blockers, but Maybe I should have killed this one in combat. I am going to use my mana here, though. How long after getting into Magic did I start doing content streaming? I mean, I'll be honest with you, Killa. I've been playing Magic since 2003. I didn't really get into content creation until somewhat recently, like 2019, 2020. Oh, right. I was looking for the Shadowspear, and I was like, wait. What's going on here? Like, I already got the Shadowspear. I was looking up... Shadowspear? Where's it at? Shadowspear? Any Shadowspears? Yeah, this is the second league. After this, we're going to play the Zoo deck. They're fucked if they don't have a removal spell, right? Does this put them to 2, and now they can't draw with Call the Ring? Every single time a card looks good on stream, chat immediately just starts talking about banning it. Challenge level impossible. We're gonna 5-0 this league, though. Trust. Dude, I gotta say, the troll's been so good. Yeah, wait till we start talking about banning the troll. Troll too good. How'd the last league go? 3-2. We lost to Tron, and we lost to Jund Saga. Dude, there was a really weird spot in the Tron match, and I still don't really know what to think of this. I was down a game, and my opening hand had 2 Break the Ices. My opponent who mulliganed to... They mulled a 5 or 6. I can't remember. I think they mulled a 5. I go Swamp Go, and they go Blast Zone Pass. They mulled the 5. And I drew Grief. And my plan was like, okay, I'm going to Grief them, take a look at their hand, and then we'll go from there. And I assumed that they just had, like, Blast Zone Forest, and they kept the hand with, like... I assumed their hand was, like, Blast Zone Forest, Scrying Map, or something. And I Griefed them, and they had 2 fucking Tron lands in their hand. So they just, like... Their opening hand was Blast Zone 2 Tron lands, but they led on Blast Zone. And I was like... And I had 2 Break the Ices in my hand, and I was like... That it is, it is pretty difficult to figure out, like, what the actual best shell is. Yawgmoth. I don't think I'm supposed to grief them. Because I kind of want to say this for Yawgmoth anyways. Not a great draw. How bad is Grist here? It's pretty bad. Kind of want to go Grief, pitch, Archon, suspend Tutor. Grist is pretty bad for me. Like, kind of worst case scenario. No Grist and double Yawgmoth. Now we Persist Grief. No, I think I'd rather just let them have the Yawgmoths. I think I need the Archon. Like, Persist Grief just doesn't even beat... So if I take a Yawgmoth and then Persist Grief and take a second Yawgmoth, they just go Bowmaster, kill Grief, and I have nothing left. They just beat me the fair way, right? Like, I just have nothing left if I do that. I am gonna Bowmaster the Geist, because that does make their Yawgmoth turn a little bit worse. This is actually a really good Bowmaster, because now if they sack the Geist, they don't get it back. This is actually really good for me. They honestly probably just sack Yawgmoth to Archon, because they have another one anyways. Does this deck have Faithless Looting? No, it's got a colorless Faithless Looting though. Oh, I can get Bone Shards. Forgot I had Bone Shards in this deck. Bone Shards. Bone Shards. See ya. Kekbite. 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 Good turn. Good turn. Good turn. But how good was it? Yeah, that's one of the best shards you've ever seen. Dude, one-ups go such a long way when you have 4 tutors. What the fuck? One ofs go crazy when you have 4 tutors. Okay, let's bring in Fatal Push, Needle. How much Graveyard Hate do you want against them? Shadowspear is decent too. They have a lot of shitter chump blockers. I think Thoughtseize is kind of bad. Probably cut the Daredevil. I should be cutting the Daredevil more often. Imagine I have 5. I just forgot to cut this from the deck when we cut Asmo, but imagine I have 5-0 with like just a Daredevil that shouldn't be in the deck and people like actually start playing it. I was thinking this. You like Thoughtseize against them? My issue with Thoughtseize is because they have 4 Yawgmoth, 4 Court of Calling, and like, 3 to 4 Evolution, they just have so many copies of Yawgmoth. It's really hard to keep them off of Yawgmoth with Thoughtseize. I guess it's more so to keep them off Ring and Grist, maybe. But, like, what would you rather cut than Thoughtseize? Everything else is pretty good, right? Like, I think I want to keep all the tutors to help set up Archon Persist. I think I want to keep Grief Rebirth. I guess you could shave on, like, Sheoldred Ring, maybe? Nah, Break the Ice isn't good. Cutting Thoughtseize and Scam makes sense against them. I probably would. If I was playing Scam, I don't think I'd keep in Thoughtseize against Yawgmoth. Well, so here's the thing about Rebirth, right? We just talked about how they have so much redundancy on Yawgmoth. If they have a Yawgmoth and a Court of Calling in their hand, I would much rather have Grief Rebirth than Thoughtseize, because you can actually take both Yawgmoths in that case. So, like, that's why I think that plan is better than trying to Thoughtseize them. I think I'm going to do this. Shelly's weak to Grist. Ring might not be good enough for their Bowmasters. Yeah, that's potential as well. Well, how good is Persist Troll against Yawgmoth? Not great. I guess they need 3 creatures to block and we have Bowmasters. I mean, we're up a game. Let's try it. Oh, you want to do it on turn 3 to hold up Rebirth? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we want to do it on turn 3. We'll see what they do. Yeah, hand is weak to Grist. I mean, kind of. We can just choose to not persist on 2, right? Depending on what we draw. You can type !song in the chat, Crow King. Well, that's interesting. Do we draw discard? Thinking about draw discard here, the problem is that line is a lot worse against Grist, because then we'd have to wait till turn 4 to Archon. It's like, do we want to play around Grist? How about Yawgmoth? What happens if... Okay, they're very likely to cast Yawgmoth next turn, so what happens if I go discard Archon, they go land Yawgmoth, we go land Persist, they sack Young Wolf? It's not ideal. I think it's right, though. Yeah, I think it's right. Really bad if they have Endurance. This is like a disaster if they have Endurance. Oh, they definitely have Endurance. Fuck me. Guess they could have Endurance last turn, too. They had a green card. I know. But, like, my hand just doesn't really beat Endurance, right? Yeah, it's too late to play around it. We've already, like, we time-walked ourselves. We have to just play into it. This also didn't help either. Drawing 2 lands definitely did not help matters. No, they just had Yawgmoth too. Well, we weren't doing much against this hand. It doesn't really accomplish much. I guess, like, we can maybe win this game? I don't think so. Ring doesn't even work because we're taking too much damage. 3, 5, 7. Yeah, we can't. We're not even gonna have time to ring. All right, even. Yeah, game 3. Tough game. I guess if they're a 4 endurance deck, maybe I should keep Thoughtseize in. Can go like cut Drum, shave an Archon, cut the second book, keep 3 Thoughtseize. Let's try that. Yeah, if they're gonna have a pile of endurances, I think it makes sense to keep in Thoughtseize. And like with 4 Profane Tutor, you don't even mind shaving an Archon. Alright, play first. I mean, turn 2 Troll in the play is pretty good. And if they have Endurance, they have to pitch a card. I'm gonna keep it. Probably gonna go for it. I think the only worlds where I don't go for it is if I draw exactly Grief. I guess I just play the Needle. Name Grist. Naming Grist is a lot worse if they have Endurance. So I could hold the Needle, and then, like, so I go Cycle on 1, Persist on 2. If they Endurance me, then I name Yawgmoth on 3. I don't know, maybe I would still want to name Grist. It's really close, right? Yeah, let's just name Grist. The nice thing about playing the Needle and naming Grist on 1 is that if I draw... Or, excuse me, I can make a Saga token this way. Makes this worse. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. Yeah, I just turned up. I'm so dumb. I just brain farted. Yeah, I needed to cycle this. What am I doing? Yeah, I should have cycled. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess playing around Thoughtseize by playing the Needle kind of worked out funny enough. But no, yeah, I was supposed to cycle on 1. That was dumb. So horrible. It did take Persist, though, so it kind of worked out. Okay. Force of Vigor would be pretty bad here. I don't think have we showed them a single Saga in the entire match yet? We may have, like, late in game 1. But I don't think I played one game 2. Wow. I think that's worse than making constructs. Yeah, let's just make 2 constructs. Okay. It's fine. I hope their hand is all Grists. Second Bowmaster. Alright, I'll take. Would Exhume be absolutely broken in Modern? I think it would, yeah. Sure. I don't really care about that much, but I'm just beating them with Saga tokens. I probably have to take Persist again, yeah. But, like, the Saga tokens beat this extremely easily. We're all dying in the end. Question is, what do we get? Spellbomb, Shadowspear, or Cookbook? I think it's gotta be Shadowspear. And then we can go Swamp, Hold Up, Fatal Push. You know what? I think there's a world where they're chump blocking with Bowmaster. I'm just gonna fucking Fatal Push this now. Yeah. I don't even care. Like, if they just go land Yawgmoth, who cares? Like, I don't even care about that. I know they have second Bowmaster, but... That was the Jund deck yesterday. I went 3-2. It felt okay. Definitely something there, Jason. That was like... That seemed to me that the appropriate way to build Jund, you know? We're 4-0 at this deck, by the way. Little 5-0 prediction. Little 5-0 prediction. Card's too powerful. You can't cut this card, obviously. Wow, this looks like a different deck. Did I drop the League and join with another deck? I'm not sure this hand is good. I'm also not sure it's bad. Let's try it. Dothi is a sweet card. I love Dothi as a card design. I think it's a great design. This hand is mid. You're mid. You're hella mid, Mikey. No, I'm just kidding. You're dope. More Yawgmoth. Malakir Rebirth. We're lucky. Frog Heroes are mid. I don't even have that deck built, bro. I got Vayu right here. I got Vayu ready to go, double sleeved and everything. I'm playing some fucking Edison this week, baby. I am playing some. God damn it! I even copied your list. All right, I even copied your list. Look at that right here. There it is. There's my Edison deck. Turn 2 Grist. How do I beat that? How you double sleeving? I just have the regular Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves, and then I bought these. I bought clear magic-sized dragon shield, so put it in regular Yu-Gi-Oh sleeve, and then put it in the clear magic-sized dragon shield. They are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Double sleeve the right way? What are you talking about? How do you double sleeve? Is there another way to double sleeve that I'm, like, not aware of? I have to do this to try and keep them off Yawgmoth. Use inners? Like Yu-Gi-Oh sized inners or no? I tried doing that and they're so tight. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh, like the card stock on Yu-Gi-Oh is a lot thinner than Magic. I mean, I bought some of the Yu-Gi-Oh inners, but they're just like, they're too small. They're too small. I guess we have to take Cord? I don't know that I can beat this hand, though. We've seen the Dimir version of this deck, basically nerfs that Jason doing Pierce instead of Ring Sheoldred. Yeah, I don't like it very much. There was also a version, I think, that played the Flashback Draw 7. I tried a version with that, when like that and Spell Pierce. I didn't like it. I think just being mono black, like staying in one color is a lot more important. Now we got Persist, John. So we know they have these two. You're going to see Breaking Benjamin and Disturbed. That's kind of a sick concert. You know, something I just knew that was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen. If I had just waited a turn, it would have been fine. I had just waited one turn. One turn. I know, if I waited without the Rebirth, I could have ringed, but I kind of wanted to just make tokens. Because I can go token into token... Oh no, I don't have the Shadowspear main deck. I was thinking that I could just get Shadowspear, but it's in the sideboard, not in the main deck. Yeah, so I guess we can't go after the Grist. I see the Vadra combo deck? I don't remember seeing it now. Is it modern? What am I looking to pay for a flight? Like, probably 250 tops. Easy construct block. They just sack Geist and kill constructs. Isn't that just horrible? We also know they have Bowmaster. So they can just Bowmaster the construct. I'm like extremely dead. I don't think I can win this game. Did they just not activate Grist that turn? Is Maxi in the Yu-Gi-Oh tourney? No, it's banned. I don't know if it's banned or not out yet in Edison. I think it's not out yet. I mean, I'd prefer to not do Spirit, but if I can avoid it. I'll check though, Mikey. I'll check. I'll check like later today or tomorrow or something. I'm at 9. Is there any conceivable way I can get out of this? Probably involves the ring, right? Although they have the stupid Bowmaster. It just doesn't even do anything. I'm thinking about going to Detroit. Mikey's trying to get me to go to Detroit. I don't have Needle main. Needle's in the board. The only thing I can get here is Cookbook or Drum. All of my good Saga targets are in the board. Just don't really think there's a way out of this. I mean, I guess I have to cast Ring, right? Like, I'm just Omega dead on board if I don't cast Ring. That helps. Definitely helps. I don't know if it's enough, but it helps. 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, I should have attacked first. I guess it's fine because we have the cookbook. They're gonna chump block anyways. Yeah, I played the Saga for the turn. Played the Saga this turn. Badrock in hand, open the pass on, just kind of agree. Expert creature. That's a lot of words, JS. I'll take your word for it though. That's a lot of words. I don't know what any of those cards do, but I assume it's pretty cool. I remember hearing about it on the Dominaria podcast, but I didn't like look too much into it. Kill my constructs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this game is like kind of winnable. I guess the issue is the second Grist. The second Grist makes this a little bit tougher, right? Because even if I can clear the first one and put an Archon into play, they just have another one. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to like chain Persists. What does this deck do against White Late Land? We have what you call it? We have Haywire Mites in the sideboard. Okay. I guess I should not have tapped my Saga. Oh, that was horrendous. Why did I do that? That was stupid. I don't know why I tapped my Saga. I just wasn't thinking. That was really bad. Because I could have made a construct this turn. Yep, that's going to cost me. That one is definitely going to cost me. I'm just going to suspend and Rebirth Bowmaster now. I don't... You think that's better than making a construct? Maybe. It might be. The problem with Rebirth is I'm going to be going to 5. Block. Wait, am I just dead? Block, block. 2. 5, 3. I'm going to be at 1. I'm going to be at 1, right? Actually, if they just downtick, sack, wall, kill token, am I fucked? Probably, right? Oh, did they just draw Chord? That's also pretty bad. Sack wall, kill this, block here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm just dead on board. Alright, Ewan. Tough game. Really tough game. What did we do last time? We did push, needle, Shadowspear, Spellbomb, I think. Not both graveyard hate things. They might not know I'm Persist. Yeah, that's true, because we... Oh, well, we got a cookbook that game, though, right? So what did we do last time? We shaved an Archon, cut the Daredevil, cut the Sheoldreds. Is cutting Sheoldred right? Yeah, but I kind of want to keep the Thoughtseize because of how many endurances they have. It's true. What do you want to cut instead, though? Shave the drum in the second book, maybe? Could shave a tutor. We could just keep one Sheoldred. Could do this, maybe. Would you rather do 2 ring, 2 Sheoldred than 3 ring, 1 Sheoldred? I think just having 1 to tutor for is okay. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's not that easy for them to kill Sheoldred with Yawgmoth. They have to just take a shit ton of damage, right? Because with 5 activations plus draw 5 drawn, they have to lose 15 life to kill this with Yawgmoth. That's just off the table completely. So like Yawgmoth effectively can never kill this. It's like grist or bust. You know what? I'm kind of talking myself more into doing this. They also have Bowmasters, so the ring's not as good. I'm gonna do this. Kind of talk myself into it. This card's just disgusting against them. The fact that Yawgmoth can't kill it is so sick. Play first. It's weird, but it's good, I think. It's got 12 doom points. Let's go. I might not play Bowmaster on turn 2, just so I can save it for their Bowmaster. I do think I want to cycle Troll here to be able to, 1, make Persist a live draw step, and 2, give me 4th land for Ring. Persist goes Brazy here, though. Or Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill. You want orange? Orange, you glad you didn't... I mean, they could also just have Bowmaster, right? Like, if they go land go, I think I'm not gonna cast my Bowmaster. Okay, well, fine exchange. Swamp Gang. Good spell, good spell, good spell. That does not qualify. I could pitch Archon and try to keep them off of Grist, which I actually don't... It's a disaster if they Thoughtseize me. I mean, they would have Thoughtseized me on turn 1 if they had it, right? I just don't want them playing Grist next turn. Yeah, it keeps them up Bowmaster too. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is perfect, right? Unless they draw exactly Thoughtseize. Because, like, our hand doesn't really care about the endurances. Surely, right? Surely? I guess they could draw Grist. You didn't draw Grist. Come on. Come on! My brother in Christ. My actual brother in Christ. Is it better than them drawing Thoughtseize? I guess. Yeah, I guess. Okay, that helps, kind of, although it's not great into Grist. God, that Grist was so disgusting. Now the Grist is probably worse for us. Catacombs down. So they have 2 endurance and a halfling. My dude, you cannot be serious. Their hand was nothing and they draw in Grist Sheoldred back to back? What on earth, dude? Come on. We just can't possibly win? Is that right? I mean, Persist is a brick because we know they have Endurance green card. Oh, man. MTGO Premium, my guy. Skill issue, to be honest. Like, realistically, what is my out? I guess Bone Shards? Well, I think what I'm getting at is I might have to draw before playing the Sheoldred, because if I just go Sheoldred draw... Oh, I guess I could draw Bone Shards off of the ring. Yeah, or Needle. Alright, YOLO. I got a 2-outer, and I'm drawing 2 cards. Please and thank you. Alright, we got an out. Oops, can't cast that. Kill this, discard Catacombs. We're not dead. We're not dead. We're not dead. Not dead. This game is still close. Not dead. Not dead. Okay, that doesn't matter. So they have 2 endurances and 1 unknown. Should definitely attack. I'm not blocking. Alright, what's our next best draw? I guess just, like, Saga? Saga? This game is far from over. We're still, like, not necessarily in a good spot. We're not in a terrible spot, but... Okay, that is fine because we have another Bowmaster. Thankfully, we drew the out to that. You'll take 6 before you gain 6. Oh, it's App Nap, right? Yeah, App Nap. It's fine, I'm at 13, so. When it keeps typing LOL in chat, I don't want to hear it, buddy. I don't want to hear it. Okay. I'm at 13. Do we force them to pitch with the endurance? I'm thinking about it. I guess I could grief them too. Go like grief, pitch, tutor. I could go grief, pitch, tutor, persist, grief. Well, no, the thing is, I kind of have to save... I guess I don't need to save the persist for Archon, because I can just hardcast Archon at some point, right? I could just go land hardcast grief, but I kind of want to suspend one of these tutors, no? Maybe that's fine to not do that. Just like grief one of the endurances. Makes these tutors so bad, though. What if I go grief, pitch, persist, and double suspend? What if I did that? You want to keep the persist? Why do you want to keep the persist? We can only clear one of the endurances anyways, right? And I could just tutor for another persist later down the road. I think I like that play. I think, weirdly enough, I think I like it. I guess I could double suspend and keep the rest. The problem is, what if they draw land 6? So the issue with not griefing this turn is they have 5 mana sources. If I go double suspend pass and they draw land 6, I can't grief them next turn because they can just cast double endurance. But I guess that's okay, because then they don't have the endurance for the persist. It's a weird turn. Weird turn. I'm not sure if this is right. I guess like the theory with this line is one of the tutors can get another grief, and the other one can get an Archon, or maybe a persist, right? Not sure. Pitching persist when you have ring on 3 seems loose as hell. Well, again, the persistence doesn't do anything. They have 2 endurances. We can't clear both of them. Also, I'm getting close to the point where I have to ring on their turn, right? I think I can do it one more time on my turn. But the turn after that, we might have to wait till their turn to activate ring. Yeah, we could also get a Fatal Push. It's a good point. We could just get Bone Shards. Oh, the Shards is gone, so we'd have to get Push. When I cast the Persist and let them pitch. Because then I only get to suspend one of the tutors at that point. But it's... Yeah, maybe that is better. If I just go Persist, Grief, they kind of have to Endurance me. And then I just suspend one tutor and save the Grief and the... Yeah, maybe that's better. Because then I can go... I use the Persist... They burn the Endurance, but then the tutor that I suspended this turn can just get another Persist. Yeah, maybe that is better, not me. If they swing, I probably have to trade Sheoldreds. I don't want to, but I think I have to. Yeah, it's possible Persist Grief was better last turn. Because doing it this way doesn't even clear. I mean, I guess they still... Well, here's the thing, right? What if they just don't Endurance? We end up in the same spot, I guess, where they're down in Endurance, but we're up a Persist. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Or we're up a tutor. But being up a tutor in our hand doesn't really accomplish that much, because I don't know if the game's lasting 2 more turns. I guess maybe it is. Sure, then I would just have another body in play. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That was a tough turn. I think you're right. I think Persist on Grief was maybe better. So they sent everything but Sheoldred. Probably have to block with Bowmaster, right? So we go eat here, trade for an insect, take 2. I mean, I can't play her on push, right? I can't just take all the damage. But yeah, they could have drawn push. Not that there's anything I could do about it. Okay. Bristlebrain would be great, true, John. Very, very true. Oh, I actually cannot draw on my turn now. That's bad. Yeah, I have to draw on their turn. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, go, I guess. Active player, non-active player, the way that triggers go in the stack, their Sheoldred triggers will resolve before mine, and I will lose 8 life before I gain 8 life. Yeah, I can draw upkeep, I guess. App nap. App nap. App nap. What is this? Bowmaster. Fuck. It's so bad for me. Unless they, for whatever reason, don't choose Bowmaster here. I cannot possibly imagine a scenario where they don't pick up Bowmaster. Yeah. Well, now I lose. Because I can't even upkeep the ring, given that we know they have Bowmaster. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're just, like, no outs at this point, right? Well, we are going to resolve Double Tutor next turn. No, I think I updated the command. I think it's archering now. Yeah, I changed the command. So they just go no attack pass. Attacking is bad. Just block these two. Alright. Can't activate ring. So I think one of these tutors probably has to get Grief. And then I can go Grief, pitch, Thoughtseize, then I can ring on their upkeep. One gets Grief, one gets a removal spell. Then Grief turns on Fatal Push. Oh, right. That's perfect, right? Yeah, it's the nuts. So the problem with getting Bowmaster is I really have to kill this fucking Sheoldred. I think at this current juncture, the Sheoldred is more important than the Bowmaster. But is there a way that I can clear both? Because what happens is I Grief them, they Bowmaster. I have to let the Bowmaster resolve, let the Grief die to get Revolt the Sheoldred, but then they still have a Bowmaster. I still think Grief Fatal Push is good, because Grief is like the easiest way for me to get... The Grief is the easiest way for me to both trade a card for them and get Revolt. Sec first. What do you mean sec first? But evoke before discard? Well, it wouldn't matter, right? They would still just respond to the evoke. Kind of need to answer our own ring. I need to answer this shit first, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I don't disagree with you, but I think we have to answer this shit first. Can you get Archon and Persist? No, we know they have Endurance. That's the problem. They kind of just have everything. Yeah, I guess I just have to stack the triggers the other way and hope they fuck up. Well, no, it still doesn't matter, right? Oh, no, it does. If they let the evoke resolve, that's where it matters. You have to hope they fuck up. PogChamp. PogChamp. Thank you. Thank you, opponent. Thank you for letting me have a chance at winning this game. Thank you. Big shoutouts to our opponent, by the way. Big shoutouts to our opponent. Make sure to type LOL, yeah. Oh, and just the actual nuts? Okay, well now I don't think we can lose this game. So long and good night. How much did I compensate them? Enough. Ooh, boy. Wow. I did not think I was getting out of that one. Jesus Christ. Ooh, I need to I'm gonna take a breather after that one. How did I get out of that? Good God. I think if they grab Grist with Takanuma, we are way worse off. Probably, yeah. Might be right. The clock set. I think I'm up like 3 minutes on them. I know I'm up. Gotta change anything? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm good. That was a sick game. If anybody is enjoying the content and they want to maybe drop a little Twitch Prime sub for how good that game was, exclamation point Prime, would greatly appreciate the support. We are getting ever closer to our sub goal. We'll play Pure Modern at some point. One of these days. One of these days we'll play some Pure Modern. That seems good. Is it? You missed why the Grief trigger order mattered. So my only chance that game, Alex, was that, so if I stack the triggers the other way, the evoke, like, okay, if you resolve the discard trigger, like, if you put the discard trigger first, they obviously will cast the Bowmaster, right? because the discard triggers on the stack. The only way that my only out there was to hope that I stacked the triggers in the reverse order, hope that they screwed up and didn't cast the Bowmaster in response to the Evoke trigger to give me Revolt for Fatal Push. Could that play ever work in Paper? I mean, you just announce how you're stacking your triggers, right? I don't see why not. Do you want to keep this? It's really hard to mulligan a hand with Tutor and Persist. I'm going to try it. I don't know. This is, like, marginal, though. It's like, I think it's below average. You were still had to use the Bowmaster before Evoke. I wouldn't have gained as much life that turn. I think I might have still been ahead, but it would have been a closer game. What's up, Daniel? Like, I wasn't dead, right? Why play Rebirth? Because if I draw a 1-drop, I want to be able to go, like, suspend into Bowmaster plus 1-drop. I want to make sure I can curve out. I get punished if I draw Grief, I guess. But I think I'm just suspending here. I guess I could Bowmaster. I'm gonna suspend. Gloomshot, thank you for the 12 months. Gloomshot saying hi to himself. Thanks for the 12, buddy. Hey, did you get a Needle? Yeah, that's why I want to suspend the Tutor as quickly as possible. Because, like, if they go Grist Yawgmoth, I might have to get Needle. So their hand is all Endurances. I'm getting a little punished. I think this is a Bowmaster turn, given that... I don't... hold on. Do I want to pitch a Persist to just grief their potential Yawgmoth? Then I just Tutor for a land? I kind of like that. Grief, pitch, Persist, see what they have, take their Yawgmoth, Tutor for a land, slam ring. Double grief. Oh, I could even just grief their Endurance. That's actually a good point. I still want to keep this in case they have their own Bowmaster, because I want to make sure I can clear their Bowmaster if I'm going for the ring. Yogg Shelly. Huh. Well... hand's not great. I kind of have to take the Sheoldred. What if I go take Sheoldred, Bowmaster Geist, Tutor for Needle, and then next turn, Needle, Yawgmoth, Persist, Grief, take second Yawgmoth, turn after ring? I think I like that line. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. But I wanna kill the Geist this turn so they can't get like a free sack on the Yawgmoth. It's a little worse if they draw their own Bowmaster, but like they're gonna play the Yawgmoth this turn. I guess not if they just go to combat first, because I'm gonna cast this because I want to take 2 damage. This line feels good though. Okay. It's a disgusting draw. Okay. Can't even ring the token, or I can't even Bowmaster the token because they have the stupid Pendelhaven. Because I could just go, like, take 2, end step, ping this, untap, attack the Grist for 2, but the Pendelhaven is, like, really screwing me up. That's actually kind of gross. God, the Pendelhaven's so sick here. Now what's our plan? Oh, fuck, man. I think I might still have to get Needle. Yeah, so Bowmaster Geist, Tutor for Needle, Persist Grief, take this, Needle. Probably Yawgmoth. Well, they can't save the Geist anyways, it's a 2-1. What if you tutor another Bowmaster? That doesn't really answer the problem of them having 2 Yawgmoths, right? Tutor Bone Shards, draw Archon, goes crazy. Okay, so I think what Not Me is saying is ping token, they Pendelhaven. Tutor second Bowmaster. Ping token, attack Grist for 3, put it to 1. Problem with that line is then they just go uptick Grist, Yawgmoth, sack token, kill Bowmaster, or sack Geist, kill Bowmaster, sack token, counter on Geist, sack Geist, kill second Bowmaster. So I don't think that's a good line, because that just loses to the Yawgmoth we know about. I think we have to get Needle and name Yawgmoth, in which case I think it's still better to just like minimize the damage that we're taking. Tutor sees Persist Grief. Isn't that worse than just getting Yawgmoth? Or than getting Needle? Because, like, Needle's kind of the same thing, but it just doesn't make me lose 2 life. Who knew casting Demonic Tutor was so difficult? Could just high roll. Get Bone Shards, draw Archon. The biggest high roll of all time. Oh man, it would be so good for content if we hit. So good. Oh, I think we get Needle. So we get Needle, name, Yawgmoth. I just feel like we have to get Needle. I'm gonna get Needle, I think. You want to get Thoughtseize? I guess, I don't know, maybe taking both Yawgmoths is better. Isn't that worse if they draw a third one, though? No, actually, you know what? You're probably right. Just getting them, like, getting them one less card, one less material is nice. I guess losing the 2 life is awkward with the ring. It's the one awkward part about this. That's, like, the actual worst draw in the deck. That one is not very good. I mean, I don't think I can afford to just get, like, land and ring. Because if I go land ring, we just lose to the Yawgmoth. Alright, go. This is going to be a tough game. This game is still incredibly close. Kind of depends on, like, whether or not they draw a big card this turn and whether or not we can draw a land next turn. This is a really close game. We're behind, I think, but I don't think we're behind by much. But we're not behind. We're behind on mana. Okay, we like that. Ooh, we're going to kill the Grief. I don't hate that. A Fatal Push goes Brazy. Push this, kill Grist. Yeah, we do have more cards. I'm kind of surprised that they're doing this instead of just, like, making tokens and holding back tokens with pen. They're targeting Bowmaster. Why? Maybe they just second Grist? Makes sense now. Got it. No, that makes sense. Tinker 1997, thank you for the 5 months. Alright, it is time. I think double blocking is bad because they just... I mean, double blocking trades Grief for Geist. Is that a good trade? Is Grief for Geist a good trade? It's not a bad trade, especially if they draw a Yawgmoth, right? I think that's a fine trade. Where's the soundbite from? It's from Canister. Somebody showed me that clip of Canister saying that like a month ago. I don't know exactly what the context was, but... Ooh, they just let Grist take 2. I'm also fine with that. Because then it makes it more likely I can kill it next turn. Make a token. Yeah, this is game 3. This has been a hell of a match. Opponent, I have protection. Papegaphone, I have protection. No blocks. No blocks. I'm going to declare no blocks. Not going to block. They are unaware. That's like game determinative. They basically just lost the game. Okay, well, they were probably going to lose anyways, to be fair. They should have hit him with the LOL. I'm not that much of a piece of shit. Come on. I think I suspend this turn. Oh, right. We knew about the Pendelhaven. Whoops. Okay, that was dumb. Yeah, no, I fucked up. I forgot about Pendelhaven. All right, we're both fucking up. It's fine. We're both fucking up. Oh, they have Dryad Arbor. I forgot about Dryad Arbor. It's fine. I still kill both of their things. I mean, I don't think it matters. Wait, what? Oh, their 2/3 only had 1 damage on it, right? Okay. Whatever. Whatever, go. You figure it out. Yeah, I'm just clicking buttons. It's fine. That was calculated, by the way. Calculated. Oh, I could have hit a land drop too. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I should have cycled. I'm trying to give them a chance, all right, chat? I'm trying to give them a chance. Trying to give them a chance. Oh, that sounded... Whatever the storm is outside, it sounded really bad. Sure hope I don't lose power. Well, now what? I guess we just play a new ring? Yeah, we just play a new ring, right? I think. Keep this. Trigger. Draw. Trying to find Fatal Bush. Okay, go. Your turn. Now we have protection. Maybe they'll attack again. Oh, they're just going to time out. They have a minute and a half. They didn't attack this time. No, you're supposed to attack. Okay, so we can Profane Tutor for Persist, probably? Gonna Gristult. Oh. I guess we should get Bone Shards in that case, right? Yeah, we should get Bone Shards. So we can kill the Grist. Yeah, Bone Shards make sense. Let's draw here. They drew a Bowmaster? That's bad. It's really bad. It's very, very bad for me. Okay. Let's kill this too. Let me to 6. Dude, I think we're gonna lose this game. I think we're actually gonna lose this game. Oh my god. Oh no. I think you're gonna lose this game. Fuck. I know. If I had just killed the Grist last turn, I could have attacked and then... I guess they still could have double blocked, right? Because if they, like, they had the fetch land, so if I just start with attacking with Grist, or with Grief, they just go fetch for Dryad Arbor double block. Yeah, but they had a token untapped and a fetch. They just fetch for Dryad Arbor double block. So I still couldn't have killed Grist that turn. It wouldn't have mattered. I don't think it changed anything. Attack with Orkin Grief? Yeah, I guess. I think I'm just fucked now. I'm just dead on board, right? Yeah, I'm just dead on board. Make a Saga token, block here, take 5, die to the ring. I mean, I definitely messed up last turn, but I don't know... I don't know if I would have won the game. I don't know if I would have won the game if I didn't mess up last turn. It would have been different for sure. I'm not sure how much different. Tough one. Very, very tough one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they still drew the Bowmaster. I think I probably still lose to them chop decking the Bowmaster. Right? I probably still do lose to the Bowmaster. I know, I'm dead, but... Oh, right, the Pendelhaven kills us too. Ah, man, tough game. Very, very tough game. I don't know that I would have won that game had I like taken the different line. I'm not sure, but it would have been a different game for sure. I don't want to say I would have 100% won because I don't think that's fair to say, but it would have been a different game for sure. All right, prediction. All right, I need to use the restroom very quickly, chat. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Thank you for being here. Don't go anywhere.